Live from the corporation headquarters at the Broadcasting House, Nairobi, this is Channel 1 Lunchtime News. We are glad you could make time for us this afternoon, the 22nd day of July 2020. My name is Edward Kabasa. Welcome to this live broadcast. Kasipul Member of Parliament Charles Ongondowere was on Wednesday morning arraigned in court and charged with flouting COVID-19 regulations. The legislator pleaded guilty to the charges and was released after paying 15,000 shillings fine. Were was arrested on Tuesday night at the Chief's camp in Yugistown, where he was distributing sanitizers to locals in contravention of mass gathering rule. Kasipul MP Ongondowere becomes the second lawmaker to find himself in trouble with the law for breaching COVID-19 regulations. The legislator who pleaded guilty for contravening COVID-19 regulations was released on Wednesday after settling a 15,000 shilling fine. Were was arrested on Tuesday at the Chief Camp in Yugistown, where he was distributing sanitizers to the locals. Police said the group was not observing social distancing rules and other health regulations issued to prevent the spread of the deadly coronavirus.
So I agree in totality with the ruling or submission by the magistrate that despite some violation, I was also handing over administrative office for Assistant Chief in Sino. Administrative block built under the oversight and patronage of Ongondowere, MP for Kasipul.
On Tuesday, Nairobi Senator Johnson Sakaja was also fined 15,000 shillings after pleading guilty to a similar charge in Milimani Law Court. Frontline healthcare workers in Kisii and Nyamira counties have benefited from personal protective equipment courtesy of the Equity Bank Foundation. The donation worth 237 million shillings is part of the financial institution's contribution of 1.1 billion shillings for the workers in at least 68 hospitals countrywide.
Frontline health workers in Kisii and Nyamira counties have received personal protective equipment valued at over 237 million shillings courtesy of the Equity Bank. Equity Bank Chief Commercial Officer Polycarp Igathe said the donation was part of the lender's commitment to support at least 68 hospitals in the country with PPEs as the coronavirus cases surge in the country.
We bring you PPEs that have been manufactured in Kenya, in factories sitting in Kikuyu, in Athi River, in Kitui, in Nairobi. This is what we bring you, Kenyan-made products that are of very good quality.
Kisii County Governor James Ongwae, who received the donation on behalf of the medics, committed to provide the necessary support to healthcare providers in the area.
We have a treatment center of 60 beds with ventilation and oxygenation machines, and I think that's where the 7 isolated cases are at the moment. And like the CEO of this hospital indicated, one of them is actually on ventilation, but we are hoping that they will all be discharged soon.
Elsewhere, heads in both county and national government offices in Nyamira County are being urged to comply with the workplace guidelines on containment of COVID-19 pandemic. Nyamira County Commissioner Amos Maribe, who spoke when he received a donation of personal protective equipment worth over 287 million shillings by the Equity Bank Foundation, emphasized on the need for county employees to adhere to social distancing guidelines.
Serikali imeinvest a lot kwa wafanyikazi hawa, na itakuwa vibaya sana wakiwa wagonjwa au tukimpoteza hata mmoja. Na kwa hivyo ningependa kuyarejelea haya kwamba kuanzia leo lazima tuzingatie yale mambo yote ya social distance na kuhakikisha kwamba maofisi watu hawakuji ovyo ovyo.
Maribe put on notice those stigmatizing COVID-19 patients. In Kiambu, the Tigoni Isolation Center has received a major boost after Mabati Rolling pledged to partner with the county government to complete the 25 million shillings facility. The facility is now set to be complete by September as the company has deployed its pre-engineering steel building technology to help cut construction time by 50%.
Today is an isolation center for 104 patients, with the total cost, I think, of around 25 million Kenyan shillings. And, we really hope that will support the county, eventually will save lives in this county, and is something that will be essential for the health services to support Kiambu County going forward.
Discussion to start another facility related to COVID so that we can continue to enhance our collaboration and also increase our isolation capacity.
Purity Museo, Channel 1 News.
And in other matters, the National Environment Management Authority says it will forcibly evict tenants in Kitengela living in residential houses which have no proper mechanisms of discharging sewage. Neema Kajiado County Director Joseph Kupejo says they are pursuing 20 landlords who are on the run after flouting public health regulations.
Rogue landlords and tenants in Kitengela, Kajiado County, who continue to stay in houses here marked for closure due to lack of proper sewerage management systems, now have to seek alternative accommodation if authorities make good their threat of forceful evictions.
Ni shida hili tuko nayo hapa, tumeongelea mpaka tumechoka, kwa sababu hata saa hii mkiangalia hapo chini kuna uchafu mingi sana. Septic tank ikijaa ina overflow, na hata ukienda huko nyuma mpaka Kitengela Garden pale chini utapata hiyo maji imeenda mpaka huko chini.
Wengine wanachukua maji hata wanachezea wanakunywa, na si wazazi tukiwa kwa nyumba hata hatujui watoto wakichezea nje wako aje.
The move follows public outcry over a looming cholera outbreak.
Hii plot ina affect sana pale nyuma, sio jinatokea huko nyuma inaanza kuteremka, kwa hiyo njia watoto wanachezea hapo maji chafu, na hata wanaweza patwa na ugonjwa wa kipindupindu. Hata mtu kupita hapo kwa naibu ya kupita hapo juu hata uwezi kanyaga kwa hiyo maji, na inabidi upite mbali na uwezi pita hapo nyuma kwa sababu hiyo sewage.
Kajiado County NEMA Director Joseph Kupejo says a number of landlords have been playing cat and mouse games with the environment watchdog, defying court orders and continuing to endanger the health of residents.
Na sisi kama NEMA tumeamua kwamba nyumba zote ambazo ziko na shida ya maji taka tutazifunga. Tumeanza na hii na zingine zote ambazo tumeweka alama siku ya leo katika nyumba zaidi ya 20. Tunawapatia wale wateja ambao wanakaa katika hizo nyumba hadi mwisho wa mwezi huu.
Kupejo says evicting the tenants will ensure the menace comes to an end since there will be no sewage to discharge.
Ile shida iko hapa, hayo majitaka yanaweza zusha hata ugonjwa wa kipindupindu ama magonjwa mengine, na kwa hivyo hakuna haja ya kulipa pesa alafu unajiletea ugonjwa.
Kajiado County public health officials have from time to time raised the alarm over lack of sewage management systems. Many landlords depend on soak pits and exhauster services which are relatively expensive. 20 apartments whose owners are on the run were issued with a 7 days notice which expires on July 28th.
The government has instituted safety measures to ensure staff and members of the public seeking services in all Huduma centers nationwide are protected from contracting COVID-19. Huduma Kenya Secretariat Chief Executive Officer James Buyekane says the state is keen on ensuring that its staff and members of the public are safe.
With the country going through a very difficult time with the challenges owing to the COVID-19 pandemic, almost every sector of the economy has been affected. Huduma centers, government's petty project for auxiliary-related services, are no exceptionals. Huduma Center Secretary Chief Executive Officer James Buyekane said the state has instituted safety measures to ensure staff and members of the public seeking services in all centers nationally.
Ensuring that our staff who are offering the services remain safe and adhere to the safe guidelines as given by the Ministry of Health, and also the wananchi or the Kenyan citizens who are coming to receive these services also remain safe.
The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted the normal lives of citizens, and the state is keen to ensure the clients continue with their lives and businesses countrywide. The CEO said that all the 52 Huduma centers across the country have been opened to offer only the critical services that include issuance of certificates of good conduct, issuance of identity cards, KRA services, health services, birth certificates, and driving licenses, among others.
So far, we have opened all the 52 centers across the country, and we are offering the high demand or the critical services, but while adhering to the conditions that have been put in place, the guidelines that have been put in place by the Ministry of Health.
Buyakane was speaking at Nyeri Huduma Center when he took stock of the safety measures in place as part of the phased approach and the preparedness of the center for resumption of critical services.
You are watching Channel 1 Lunchtime News. This live broadcast is also available on Facebook. I see a couple of people who are tuning in. There is Sylvester Duor watching from Kawangware. Thank you very much. There is Orwa Tai from Uyoma, Kobong, Rachar, Siaya County. You're saying that Ukolok, we do thank you very much for your feedback. We are taking a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We still have plenty more lined up for you. Thank you very much for keeping us company. 62% of Kenyans want to see new faces in the 2022 general election, a national opinion poll survey has revealed. The poll, conducted by Intel Research Solutions, indicated that Deputy President William Ruto is the most popular presidential candidate. Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua was ranked the best performing governor, followed by Mombasa's Ali Hassan Joho, with Kisii Governor James Ongwae rated last. Kenyans were split on the Building Bridges initiative, with 47% supporting it and 41% opposing it.
We asked two questions to get the true reflection of the view by Kenyans. We asked, who will you vote for in 2022? And another question that was top of mind. Then we looked at also the spontaneous. So we asked, apart from your main choice, who else would you vote for? So a combination of the results provide a better perspective of who is who, and an accurate ranking of who Kenyans are choosing as the president of the country. And according to the data, as you can see, William Ruto still continues to be the front runner, followed by Raila Odinga, and a governor, Dr. Alfred Mutua has never shown any interest to run for the presidency, but he's coming in as number. And something that you need to note, the governors, these questions were open-end. We didn't prompt, so these were the top mentioned. So as we can note, Kenyan, they're looking for change. They're looking to have new leaders and new faces.
To some farming now. Poultry farmers in Tenges Ward in Baringo County have received a major boost after Baringo County government, in partnership with the World Bank, supplied 4,200 chicks to women and youth groups in the region. Baringo County Chief Officer in charge of Agriculture and Livestock, Dr. Winnie Bore, said the initiative is meant to improve livelihood and generate income during this period of coronavirus pandemic.
The 4,200 chicks is the first batch of over 10,000 chicks that are to benefit over 30 groups of poultry farmers in Tenges Ward in Baringo County. Baringo County Chief Officer in charge of Agriculture and Livestock, Dr. Winnie Bore, said the distribution of improved breed of chicken will uplift livelihoods of many farmers who have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Economy ama uchumi wetu umeenda chini sana. lakini nina hakika ya kwamba kuku hawa itawasaidia kuleta mayai, kuku hawa itawasaidia kuleta nyama na mutapata kuuza mayai.
Jackson Lenge, a beneficiary of the initiative, said the improved chicks, which matures faster compared to the local breeds, will not only improve their income but will also enhance nutrition among local communities.
The beneficiary groups will upscale so that they are able to earn an income from the sale of mature cocks, and then also from the sale of eggs, and then consumption of the eggs is also expected to enhance nutrition.
Nataka kuhakikisha ya kwamba tuna boost watu wetu, wamama wetu, kuhakikisha ya kwamba production ya mayai imeenda juu sehemu hii.
Ben Chumba, reporting for Channel 1 News.
And to some business news, Bata Shoe Company has asked Shanga beading women in Samburu County to present samples of their work for analysis and possible partnership. If sealed, the deal will expand the market for beading products and turn around the women's livelihoods. The work is done almost exclusively by women who, besides doing it for traditional attire, have also turned it into a lucrative business enterprise. In Samburu, such endeavors are bearing fruit, with the Shanga Beading Women Group eyeing a deal that will see them decorate shoes with beads in a deal involving a local shoe company.
Tunashona kila aina, tunashona viatu pia, tunashona kila aina shanga, rungu, tunashona mchipi. Kuna bahati sana kuwa na kwa sababu tumepewa na kampuni ya Bata to represent samples kwao, na tunaomba waweze wanapopata hizo samples tuwe tukifanya kazi pamoja nao.
The deal is being brokered by Naya Foundation, a local non-government organization. The women group was given shoes for decoration with beads, after which they presented their samples to the shoe company in support of the Buy Kenya Build Kenya initiative.
I am here with Bata Shoes sample. I've given it to women. They're going to bead the shoes, and we'll have our second presentation for Bata Shoe Company.
So tunaomba kama kuna mahali ambayo tunaweza pata tamali za kuuza, tunaomba tupate hiyo nafasi kama itakubalika.
They are hopeful that they will get the chance to work with the shoe company in decorating shoes, walking sticks, bags and belts with beads. And to more good news, cotton farmers in Yatta and Masinga in Machakos County are a happy lot after selling their first harvest in 20 years. The farmers who had abandoned cotton farming due to frustration from brokers have now vowed to increase their acreage under the crop.
Cotton was introduced in Masinga and Yatta areas of Machakos County in 1970, and farmers found it lucrative. However, the cooperative societies that marketed the produce collapsed, while others accrued huge farmers' debts, forcing farmers to abandon the crop for maize and beans.
Kwa na sita nyingi sana, lakini sasa sita inafunguka.
Sikia furaha sana president akifungua hiyo factory ya pamba. Kwa ajili hiyo ndio mali yetu, kahawa yetu tunausanga.
Farmers in semi-arid areas of Machakos County entered into an agreement with the Thika Cloth Mills, which specializes in making school uniforms and fabrics for the uniformed service, to reintroduce the crop in the area. The company lured farmers by offering free seedlings, fertilizer and pesticides.
Na sisi kurudi nyuma, tukaona kwamba mkulima amekuza pamba, na hiyo pamba sisi viwanda ambavyo tunafanya kazi Kenya tunaweza kutumia hiyo pamba.
Thika Cloth Mills is targeting about 10,000 tons of cotton from Yatta and Masinga sub-counties. The farm has also entered into a deal with cotton farmers in Mpeketoni in Lamu County and other parts of Western and Meru counties.
That actually it is not easy to get these orders. It's not just Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. So it has taken a while for them to come. But thank God eventually the change has come. People have heard and the change is here.
Fikiria hizi ni nguo ambazo ni lazima ziwe zinatoka kwa nchi za nje. Hizi vitenge tumetengeneza hapa Kenya na tumetengeneza za zile ambazo tunaweza kutumia hapa na hata ile kiwango ya kutuma kwa nchi za nje.
The farmers are calling on the Machakos County government to send agricultural extension officers to the area to train them on the best crop husbandry.
Hii ilime pamba kabisa. Hata tulisikia akisema hakuna katika mafasi yote ya serikali itakuwa ikitoka hapa Kenya, itatoka nje.
Thika Cloth Mills is targeting about 10,000 tons of cotton from Yatta and Masinga sub-counties.
To some football news now. Aston Villa secured a priceless 1-0 win over Arsenal and moved out of the English Premier League relegation zone with one game to go. Trezeguet beat Emiliano Martinez with a powerful finish after Tyrone Mings diverted a corner into the Egyptian path to lift Villa out of the bottom three for the first time since February 28th. Villa moved above Watford, who had started the day 17th before a heavy 4-0 home defeat to Manchester City on goal difference. The Midlanders' second win in 3 games set up a dramatic final day at the bottom of the table on Sunday. And that does it for us for this edition of Channel 1 Lunchtime News. We do thank you very much for keeping us company. You can stay up to date with breaking news on Twitter at KBC Channel 1. My name is Edward Kabasa. Our sign language interpreter has been Lensa Odinga. Have yourself a very wonderful afternoon ahead.